The Honorable Minister, today I'm very sad with the present happening in this country, to the extent that I'm a bit emotional to it. But I feel a little bit relieved and enlightened by your comprehensive submission to us. Very eloquent presentation that every sane person who really know that the government of the day are not sleeping over this issue. It will interest us all to know that your government are very sensitive and they handle this in their own way, which gave birth to the return of normalcy today. I also want to appreciate the quick return of Mr. President by cutting short his vacation, which is what any reasonable leader should do. I really appreciate it. I'm emotional, maybe for the first time some of you will hear me speaking this way, because the situation in Sierra Leone is affecting my own country, my own citizen directly, in the sense that there are a series of ugly voice messages going around in Sierra Leone, calling for the attacks on Nigerian citizens, condemning or castigating Nigerian soldiers by dragging us in, that Nigerian soldiers are part of this ugly incidents going on in Sierra Leone. I felt so bad, because if you go back to the history, memory length, you agree with me that if Sierra Leoneans and Sierra Leone as a country will not praise Nigeria always, then they shouldn't drag us by castigating us. Having known the level of self-sacrifices in various areas that have direct bearings to the life and citizens of this country, we never see ourselves as not part of the development, the togetherness, and the national state of this country. I have the voice here with me, Mr. Honorable Minister, but I wouldn't want to play it, because some things are better handled in a special way. So the case of Sierra Leone and Nigeria, please, I want this government to put more effort in sensitizing your people. It's like they don't really know the role Nigeria is playing for the stabilization of this country. It's like they don't know the sacrifices we are making. I lost an uncle, family member in this country, who was among the 1,000 soldiers that were surrounded by the rebels, which were later rescued. His first assignment in Sierra Leone, he was among the people, as they are landing to cross the water, they were bombarded. All these things are still fresh in our memories. So many Nigerians, thousands of Nigerian soldiers died in this country. And here somebody will just sit there in the name of political opposition, or in the name of being a rebel or a terrorist, you just wake up and start castigating that they should attack Nigerian businesses in Sierra Leone. Do they care? They don't even care to know how we are contributing to the development of the economy of this country. They don't care to know that if we should withdraw our investment in this country. They don't know. Do they care to know how it's going to be? Nigeria have never in return. Anyway, let me stop here, because we're diplomats. But we should please go beyond this by sensitizing our citizens, by letting them know who is their enemy and who is their friend. Their enemy is within them. You are destroying government properties already. Who owns the government property? They don't know that they own government properties. It belongs to them. They are the government. So there is no need to go to this level. On this note, I want to thank you very much for calling us to this meeting this morning. This is the best you can do. And this will now put us in a position to have the right thinking towards forwarding our various reports. I pray that God Almighty in His infinite mercy will come to the aid of this country by using us, by using the citizens, and by using the government to calm this situation so that the peace that we are all enjoying will continue to exist. One thing they fail to understand is that you can plan a riot, a crisis, a war, but you don't know how it will end. And you don't know who it may affect. Thank you very much.
It's because of the sacrifice, the leadership and contribution of the Nigerian-led ECOMOG and ECOWAS peacekeeping, peacemaking and conflict prevention in Sierra Leone. And I have been with Presidentbio, who consistently has made public pronouncements in Nigeria, but also at the ECOWAS summit, publicly thanking Nigeria, the government and people of Nigeria, for their selfless sacrifice in bringing about peace in Sierra Leone. So I want to reassure you, I have seen and heard those clips, and we have taken a position that we want to engage you at a bilateral level to reassure you. But that is not the position of government and the majority of the 1.75 million. Your Excellency, this is politics. In the run-up to election, those who want to secure political power at all costs will destroy friendship. The objective is to terrorize, misinform, manipulate, create a wedge, divide and rule. They know that we have a special relationship with Nigeria. They know that Nigeria has supported us to go to the UN Security Council. They know the trade and investment in the country. They know that Nigeria supported us and His Excellency the President to secure the chairperson role of the African Peer Review Mechanism. They know all of these, what Nigeria has been doing. So what better way is to divide and rule, put a wedge to distance Nigeria from Sierra Leone, to ensure that the investments are withdrawn. This is what terrorists do. But we should never give in. Your Excellency, Nigeria is bigger than that. Nigeria understands politics. You understand the nitty-gritties of our nuanced, complex, pecuniary-driven, violent politics. It's not the politics of Labour and Conservative as I'm talking about the United Kingdom because I just came back from London recently. So that's the recent example that I have. I cannot talk about the United States, it's something different because I've not been there for a while. But when we talk about democracy, we see the different nuances of democracy. But it's not the same type of democratic participation and contestation. So this is what they are doing, to divide and rule. So my comment to our development partners is to be attuned. Nothing here is the same. Chinua Achebe said, the famous Nigerian author said, "No one can tell me my story. When you come to a stranger's house, don't go into the room. Ask for the stranger to tell you where the switch is. Otherwise, you'll be groping in the dark, breaking your legs or your neck, etc." So for our development partners, when you come to this room, talk to us who know. Don't grope in the dark. It is not what they tell you is the gospel truth. Some people who work with some of you have their own agenda, so they misinform. They misinform you deliberately. We've seen it. We have intelligence. Please don't make the mistake of seeing them as benign, friendly Sierra Leoneans. No. Not all of them are benign, friendly Sierra Leoneans. Their objective is a political aim to misinform, manipulate, and embarrass you, because when the facts come out, you will be embarrassed. So please, as much as you value the competence and effectiveness of your staff, they are human beings. They are Sierra Leoneans with political interests. So that is a very telling comment from the Nigerian High Commissioner. I want to give the floor to the Prime Minister.